Welcome to the product manipulation class, and um, I'm going to start with this product that we have here. So, what I want to do first of all, as you can see, this product is on a white background. So, first of all, we want to remove the background of your product. So, I'll just use this AI here, Adobe AI, to remove the background of the picture so that we can work with the background that we want or that will suit the product. Okay, so the background is removed. Then I want to add my base background solid color. So I'm just going to choose from the body of this product. So yeah, this one is okay, like this. All right, so um the first thing we want to do now, because as this product is there's a horizon line where the product uh, is going to lay on. So we're going to use let me use my brush tool so that I can show you where the product is going to sit on. So the product is going to sit on that line there. So the product is going to sit around this place, from here to here, like that. So around here. So what I want to do now is I want to add a new layer. Now I'll go back to my rectangular marquee tool and create this box like this. Now I'll go back to my brush tool, select the color of this background, then I'm going to make it darker like this. So I'm going to increase my brush, and then I'm going to paint. Sorry, you have to make sure your brush is a soft round brush. So I'm going to paint here like this. Okay. Then, okay, first of all, what I want to do is I'm going to add a shadow to this product. So I'm going to use my color picker to pick this dark color here, this dark purple. Then with my brush tool, I'm going to put go over to your brush settings and then make your brush flat like this, because it's going to be the base. So I'm going to make this brush flat like this. Okay, so come over here and then let me rotate it so it will be flat like this. So this is the base of the. You can still go over to add more to it though. Make it darker here like this. Okay. Then I'm going to transform this. I'm going to spread it out like this. Okay. Then I'm going to go to this first layer. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a kind of background separation between the product and the background. So I'm going to, okay, with this layer created here, I'll use my brush to use it to the default brush size, then make the color white or a brighter color. Then I'm going to put it here in the middle here. Okay, so I'm going to use overlay so that it blends well with the background. So this is before and after. So if I Ctrl J this and copy these two layers, I'm going to, so we have our separation of background here like this. Now we want to create a horizon where, like I said earlier, where this product is going to lie on. So coming over to this place, I did not get how to do it before. Coming over to this place, we are going to create this marquee tool here like this. So we are gradient to we are going to go from a dark to a transparent gradient, so like that. So exactly, so we are going to have something like this. I i think it should come from dark to bright, because we're still going to blur it out, so it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. Okay, so I'm going to push this down. I'm going to push this down over to this side like this. Then I'll convert this to a smart object. Okay, okay. I'm going to apply or delete this layer mask. Okay, if I disable it, this is what's going to happen. So what I want to do now is to blur this layer. Then we're going to reduce the opacity. So when I blur it like this, I'm going to reduce the opacity, or we'll use overlay. Okay, so we have this. It's going to sit at the back, so we have our base line already. So we can still add another realistic shadow to this. I'm just going to let me convert this to a smart object, or I'm going to apply layer mask. Okay, I'm going to add mask selection and then create a new layer. Then if I hit with this selection, I'm going to use my brush tool to add a black color to this. I want to use this as the shadow of the base of this thing. As this shadow here is not that, I'm going to change it. So if I bring this down, just make sure it's here like this. Then with your perspective, you're going to right click, then click perspective. So you want something like this. You can reduce the size if you want. So now I'm going to go over to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. I'm going to blur this out like this. Now you can also push it to the side, as it's sitting on a horizon like this. Exactly. So it's going to sit like this. And then with the layer mask, I'm going to use the gradient to remove part of it. Just like this, I'm going to remove part of it. Okay, I want this one to sit pretty on this horizon like this. So now your shadow is the main thing here, because you don't want the product to just be lying down there on the floor without a base. Do you understand? So it's the main thing here. So this one now, I'm going to change it to overlay, and I'm going to reduce the opacity just small. Then I'm going to add the base shadow here with this brush. So just adjust the brush till it fits the circumference of this bottle like this. So exactly, so it's sitting pretty well now. So I'm going to adjust this one to fit this like this. Okay, so what I want to do next now is I want to create I want to create a reflection for this, so I'm going to duplicate this and I'll take this down like this. I'll take it down here. I'm going to drag it below this one. So then I'm going to spread it out. I'm going to press it like this because it's the shadow. So then I'm going to go over to, if I make this, if I let me make this a smart object first. So I'm now going to fade it out with gradient. So I'm going to fade it out. So just make sure the fade is just there, like a bit. It's not going to show very well when we're done. So I'm going to lock this one. So this is the layer I'm working with, this one. Let's create another one. I'm going to flip this, then drag it down like this. So I'm going to warp the edges. Okay, if I send this back, then I'm going to go over to filter, blur, and Gaussian blur. I'm going to make this a smart object first of all, then filter, blur. I'll use motion blur like this. Okay, so I'm going to fade this out now from here. Here like that. So we have the reflection just here. So I'll still use this one to remove some part of it here, like this. Alright, so we have our reflection there already. So next now I want to do now is to add depth to this shape or to this product. So I'm going to use a black. I'm just going to use an adjustment layer. So I'm going to go over to shadows and highlights. Okay. What I'm going to do now is going to brightness and contrast. Then I'll reduce the brightness of this. Then Control I. With my normal brush, I'm going to paint here, just like this. So I want to make this base dark also. Then this part will be dark. Not too dark, but okay, so the product is coming to life a bit. Product is coming to life. I also want to define our light source. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go over to yeah, I want to use curves for this. So I'm going to drag it up a bit. Then Control I. I'm going to use your brush to paint it in like this. Alright, so we're done with creating the shadows. We're done creating the shadows for this product. Next thing I want to do now is to add some more details to this product. So I'm going to bring in this light. So if you want the dark part of it to go out, I'm going to use screen blend mode. So with screen blend mode, I want to put this here because the light source is coming from here. So this is going to sit down here, just here like this. You can also blur this out if you want. Then what I like to do on my product is I'm going to bring this light here. So on top of this product, I'm going to create a new layer, and then I'll use my brush tool. I'm going to choose white color. I'll reduce the size a bit. Yeah, so okay, so if I go from here to here, I'm going to blur this, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. So I'm going to blur this a bit. Yeah, so this is going to sit here just a bit to add a bit of shine to it. Or another thing you can do is to go over to use a kind of lens flare. So use a kind of lens flare for this. Now let me go through my lens flares to see if I have anyone that I can use to on it. So yeah, this one is going to sit very well on it. So if you bring this in, I'm going to convert this to I'm going to rasterize it and make it black and white. Then add levels to it so that the white hazy part is going to come off. So I'm going to do this like this, and I'm going to slim it down like this. I'm also going to blur the layer out, but not too much. It's going to sit here like that, so you can see what it added to this place here. So I'm going to use my brush tool to remove this excess parts here, this part like this. I'm going to use my brush tool to remove it. Okay, so another thing I want to do is to define a light source. So with this I'm going to go over to some of my elements here, and I'm going to define a light source from that place that the light is, because from this image now, from what we've done here, you can see that the light is going to come in from here. The light is going to come in from this direction like this. This is where the light is going to come in from. So the light is going to hit this part like this. Okay, so I'm going to look for the light element I have, so I'm going to place it there. Yeah, this would have been better for that. So I'm going to, once my elements load and I see the one I'm looking for, I'm going to use it. So we're going to put it there so that I'll use it to define the light source on the product. Now with those lens flares I added, it gives the feel that the light is coming from up and then hitting the side of the product. Because one thing about product designing and manipulation that you should know is that light plays a crucial role in the overall design. Even as graphic design in general, light and shadows are things that make a difference in a design. So just bear that in mind. So okay, I'm going to use this one, but this is not actually the one I was having in mind. So if I change it to screen, you are going to see okay, this is the light now, but this is not the one I had in mind. You can also change it to black and white if you want. Yeah, you can use this for another light source on the product. So if I bring this down like this now, and reduce the, yeah, like that, I can remove this one now and put this one, or use both of them. Sure, you get, can use both of them, which makes it more dramatic. So if I use both of them, I'm going to stretch this one out like this. Yeah, then this one can come here a bit. Okay, so I want to add this image, and what I will do first now is to go over to the background. I should have done this before, but it can come later on if you want. I'm going to use this like this. So I want to create a shape now. Okay, I'm going to push this like this and take this up. So still in the shape selection, I'm going to drag this out. I want to have a curve there. So I want to drag this one up. Exactly. So this is what we're going to work with here. Now I want to bring in this image here, this one here. I'm going to bring it in here, and I'll clip it to this picture. I'm going to clip it to this picture. So if you right click, you are going to see create clipping mask. So I'm going to clip this into this one. So I'm going to push this here like this, and this is okay. So in this shape now, I want to add some effect to this shape that will contribute to the overall design being good. So if I come over to stroke now, I'm going to increase my stroke size, and you can see that effect that the stroke has added. So your stroke is going to be on overlay. So you have this effect on it. So you also want to add a drop shadow to this. I'm going to reduce the noise. Okay, I'm going to drag this down like this. Okay, then a gradient overlay for the inside. I'm going to change this to overlay. I'm going to carry my the black forward. Okay, yes, this is it. So see the before and the after. You can see how the black is complementing the this thing there. Yeah, so you don't want it to be too dark though, you just want to put it in a way that, exactly, so this is it like this. What I'm going to do now is this light, this bright light here, this one, no, not this one, I think this one, yeah, this one, I'm going to make it big and make the light source to come from here. So the light source is going to come from here like this. Exactly. So this is what we have. So you can still add other elements if you want to. I want to add some other elements to this. I'm going to add this knot and this one, then this sleeve also. This is in PNG, so you can bring in into the project, and then you can make it look like it's coming out from the, or it's still inside the product like this. So I'm going to clip mask this into the product, into the shape that we created. So into this rectangle shape here. So it is going to be on top of this one like this. So exactly. So something like this. Let me lock this layer. This one will still be on top of everything. So let me lock this other layer. This one's supposed to be at the back. These two are going to be at the back, like this. Okay, exactly. So this leaf now is going to come here. Then I'm going to add some adjustments to this, some levels. I want to brighten it a bit, clip mask it into the leaf like this. So I'm going to add some shadows to it. Okay, then I want to convert this to a smart object because I want to blur it, so it's going to be a bit blurred in the canvas there. So because it's close, it's very close here, so I'm going to blur it like this. I think this one is too much. Something like this is okay. Okay, so yeah, so this is the blur we want. Then you can still add the other one if you want. You can still add this one. I'm looking for a way to put it so that it's coming out from the project a bit. I want it to be coming out. I'm looking for how to blend it. Okay, let's see something like this. Now I don't know how it's going to work here. Okay, let me see this. If I rotate this like this, okay, if I rotate this like this, and this is obviously going to be blurred too. So I even want to add some levels to this to brighten it up. So I'm going to clip mask it. So then I'm going to go to blur, Gaussian blur, and I'm going to blur this. So you have one coming out and you have one outside. Now there's still some white hazy stuff around these leaves that I don't like. So if I want to remove it now, I'm going to go to the this thing. Then I'm going to select the pixels of this. Then if I create a mask, you can see that part of it has gone out. Part of the white stuff has gone out. Exactly. So we have something like this already. So I'm going to add that my lens flare again here. So I'm going to add my lens flare to this place. Then I'm going to go back to screen. So this one is going to come in from here like this. This lens flare now is going to come in from here like this. Yeah, exactly here. So it's hitting this part of the project too. So this is the shadow that we created. I'm going to increase the opacity a bit. Okay. So now you do just make sure that you are locking your layers so that they can still show. Okay. I think there's a problem with this one, so let me just so the shadow is not supposed to, or the reflection is not supposed to show very visibly. The reflection is not supposed to show. I think I didn't really do justice to this reflection, so we're going to do it again. So I'm going to duplicate the product. So I'm going to duplicate the product. here, this one. So Ctrl G. If I convert it to smart objects, I want to Ctrl T it and then take it down like this. Then I'm going to bring it down here. I'm going to squeeze this one a little bit. So then I'm going to use my gradient tool. What I'm squeezing is so to align very well with the base of this one. So I'm going to use my gradient tool now. Then I'm going to use the gradient tool to the layer mask gradient tool. Okay, like this. Okay, so then I'm going to blur this layer, the same motion blur that we used before. I'm going to use motion blur to blur this layer. Blur, motion blur, like this. Yes. Then I'm going to change the blend mode to soft light. This shadow is going to be more realistic than this. The base shadow is supposed to be smaller, so this one is going to be blurred out, Gaussian blur. But it's still going to show a bit, so I'm going to drag it to align with the original one that is there, just like this. Okay, then the base shadow is what I want to take care of now. Okay, right, this one. So I'm going to reduce it like this here. So I want this one to be overlay. Then if I duplicate it again, this one is going to be normal. Alright, so then I'm going to reduce the opacity of this one just a bit. Then this reflection is going to be carried up. I can bring it down, but reflection is not the main thing here though. Yeah, but you can still see the reflection inside. That's what I want to make sure that the reflection is still showing. So still with your layer mask, you go back to the reflection and you want to remove these hash lines here. Yeah, so you have your reflection there already. So yeah, I said I still want to add some, like this one now. Can bring this in here. So this one is going to be by the side. So what you want to do now is we're going to create a shadow for this. You can put this one here. Let me increase the size a bit. So it's going to be by the side of this one. So I'm going to create a new layer under this one. Then with my brush tool like this, I'm going to press this down like this. So this one is going to be the base shadow for, then I'm going to spread it out like this. So it's going to be here. Why I spread it out? Because the light is coming from here. So exactly, so it's going to be something like this. Then you can still add to it. I want to add to it. I'm going to make this one small like this. So I'm going to add to it like this. Okay, let me bring this out a bit, then just erase part of it. So I want to make this to be overlay. So yeah, that is it. Then coming over to this one again, I'm going to create a curves adjustment layer. I'm going to mask it to this. I'm going to bring this one down. Yeah, this is for the overall depth, so that the original color and everything is going to come out. Then create another curves layer, still clip it into this one, and bring it down. So this one is going to be the shadow now. So I'm going to use this brush, then the shadow is going to be here like this. Alright, I still want to arrange this original shadow a bit. Yes, so it's going to be on the same horizon. So we have this, and then we're going to bring in our light source. We're going to bring in our light source. You can still use your pen tool to do this, your brush tool to do this. So just I'm going to bring this to the front. I'm going to choose this brush, then white. So what I want to do now, just make sure it's not in any mask like this. So okay, I don't know why it's not showing, but with the brush tool, okay. So I want to add it to the side of this like this. Then I'm going to use this to wrap it around this like this. Now there are many methods of doing this. Not every method that will work. So just like this. Then okay, I'm going to shift it inside a bit, push it until it aligns to the body of. So I'm going to erase this part. We don't need this part again. So you can still add some layer styles to this image. So I'm going to add a okay, not a glow. I'm going to add an inner glow to this. So I'm going to reduce the noise. So the inner glow is going to be on overlay by this side. And I'm going to go over to the inner glow here, create layer. Then with layer mask here, I'm going to take this to eye, then use my brush to paint in back this here like this, exactly. And yeah, so that is just everything that you need to. You can see add some other flares, lens flares to this, just to make everything come together. You can bring in something like this, so with your screen. Your screen blend mode, you have this. Then you can also remove it from the places that you don't want it to be. And yeah, you have your product manipulation. So just save this and you are good to go.